In a small village nestled in the heart of Africa, surrounded by rolling green hills and vibrant wildlife, lived a young couple named Amina and Kofi. Their home was modest, a mud and thatch hut built with their own hands, shaded by a giant baobab tree. The village bustled with life, children playing games under the sun, women pounding millet in rhythmic unison, and men tending to their livestock or fields. The air was often filled with the scent of wildflowers and the sound of birdsong, a symphony of nature that brought peace to the villagers' lives. Amina and Kofi were admired by everyone for their strong bond. Amina was a skilled weaver, her hands working magic as she crafted intricate baskets and colorful mats. Her creations were sought after not only in their village but in neighboring ones as well. Kofi, on the other hand, was a farmer, his fields lush with banana trees that bore sweet, golden fruit. Together, they lived a simple yet fulfilling life, sharing their love and laughter under the African sun. One afternoon, as the village market bustled with activity, a peculiar sight caught everyone's attention. An old merchant, dressed in fine, colorful robes and adorned with shiny gold ornaments, arrived with his caravan of goods. His arrival was like a gust of wind disrupting the calm. People gathered around, intrigued by his stories and wares. He carried exotic spices that tickled the nose, fabrics as soft as clouds, and jewelry that glittered like the stars. The merchant had a silver tongue, weaving tales of cities far beyond the hills, where wealth and luxury awaited anyone willing to pursue them. He spoke of grand mansions with marble floors, streets lined with gold, and feasts so lavish they made the village's modest meals seem meager. His stories, filled with promise and allure, captivated the villagers, especially Kofi. "Why toil endlessly under the sun for a few bananas?" the merchant said to Kofi, "when you could live a life of ease and abundance in the city? Come with me, I will show you the way to riches beyond your wildest dreams." Kofi's heart stirred with curiosity and desire. He had always dreamed of experiencing the world beyond their village. The merchant's words painted vivid images in his mind. A house made of stone instead of mud, Amina dressed in fine silks, and a life free of the uncertainties brought by the changing seasons. The idea was intoxicating. That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and cast a warm glow over their home, Kofi shared his thoughts with Amina. Sitting by the fire, her hands busy weaving a new basket, Amina listened quietly as Kofi spoke of his newfound aspirations. "Amina," he began, his voice filled with excitement, "we could have so much more. Imagine living in a grand house, eating the finest food, and wearing the best clothes. The merchant says he can help us achieve all this. I want to go with him to the city." Amina paused her weaving and looked at him, her eyes reflecting both love and concern. "Kofi," she said softly, "what we have is enough. Our home may be simple, but it is filled with love. Our work may be hard, but it is honest. Do not be blinded by promises of gold that may turn out to be nothing but dust." But Kofi was already enamored by the idea of a different life. "Amina," he replied, "I do this for us. For our future. You'll see, we will be happier and stronger with wealth." Amina's heart ached. She understood his desire for a better life but feared he was chasing an illusion. Despite her attempts to persuade him, Kofi had made up his mind. The next morning, with a heavy heart, he packed his belongings and left with the merchant. As he disappeared into the distance, Amina stood at the edge of the village, her tears falling silently. The city was everything Kofi had imagined and more, bustling streets filled with people, towering buildings, and an overwhelming array of sights and sounds. At first, he was mesmerized. The merchant introduced him to the world of trade, promising him riches if he worked hard. Kofi threw himself into the work, his dreams fueling his determination. But as days turned into weeks, the shine of the city began to fade. The people around him were not like those in the village. They were driven by greed and ambition, their smiles often masking deceit. Kofi found himself working long hours, surrounded by strangers who cared little for him. The wealth he had dreamed of was harder to attain than the merchant had promised, and even when he earned money, it brought him no joy. Meanwhile, back in the village, Amina continued her life with quiet resilience. She poured her emotions into her weaving, creating even more beautiful pieces than before. The villagers, aware of her pain, rallied around her, offering support and kindness. Amina's work began to gain recognition beyond their village, and her baskets and mats were traded in distant markets. Though her heart missed Kofi, she found strength in the love of her community and the satisfaction of her craft. One day, as Kofi walked through the city's bustling market, he paused before a stall displaying goods from various villages. His eyes fell on a basket, one of Amina's unmistakable designs. The intricate patterns and vibrant colors spoke of home, of love, of everything he had left behind. In that moment, the weight of his choices crashed down on him. He realized that no amount of gold could replace the warmth of Amina's embrace, the joy of their shared laughter, or the peace of their simple life. Filled with regret, Kofi decided to return to the village. The journey was long and arduous, but his heart was lightened by the thought of seeing Amina again. When he finally arrived, weary and worn, he saw her sitting outside their hut, weaving as she always did. The sight filled him with both relief and shame. "Amina," he said, his voice trembling, "I made a mistake. I thought I needed wealth to be happy, but I was wrong. The city brought me nothing but loneliness and emptiness. I want to come back. I want to build our life again, with you." Amina looked up, her eyes meeting his. She saw the sincerity in his face, the humility in his posture. Standing, she walked towards him and embraced him. "Kofi," she said softly, "you have returned to what truly matters. Love, respect, and trust are the greatest treasures of all. Let us build our life together again." From that day forward, Kofi and Amina worked side by side. Kofi returned to his banana farm with a renewed sense of purpose, while Amina's weaving flourished more than ever. They found joy in the simplicity of their life and strength in each other's love. Kofi often shared his story with the younger villagers, warning them about the allure of false promises and the importance of cherishing what truly matters. The couple's story became a beacon of wisdom in the village, a reminder that true wealth is not measured by gold or possessions but by the relationships we nurture and the love we share. Their love, like the baskets Amina wove and the bananas Kofi grew, was a testament to the beauty of simplicity and the enduring power of human connection. Lessons from the story. True wealth is not measured by material possessions, but by love, trust, and meaningful connections. In a world that often equates success with wealth and material possessions, it is easy to forget the true essence of what makes life meaningful. Kofi's story reminds us that genuine wealth cannot be measured in gold, property, or status symbols. Instead, it is found in the relationships we build, the trust we nurture, and the love we share. True wealth lies in the warmth of a loving family, the comfort of close friendships, and the sense of belonging in a supportive community. These intangible treasures enrich our lives in ways that money never can. Material wealth, while providing comfort and convenience, cannot fill the void of loneliness or the ache of broken trust. Kofi's initial pursuit of wealth, at the expense of his relationships, highlights the emptiness that often accompanies an unbalanced life. When we prioritize love, trust, and meaningful connections, we create a legacy of happiness and fulfillment that transcends the fleeting nature of material gain. The pursuit of money should never come at the expense of what truly matters. Kofi's journey vividly illustrates the dangers of prioritizing wealth over the things that truly matter in life, such as family, love, and personal integrity. While it is natural to seek financial stability and success, the obsessive pursuit of wealth can lead to a skewed set of priorities. Chasing financial goals at the expense of relationships often leaves individuals feeling isolated and unfulfilled. The story teaches us that balance is essential. Financial success should complement, not replace, the values that bring true joy and satisfaction. By neglecting his family and straining his relationship with Amina, Kofi learned a valuable lesson. No amount of money can compensate for the loss of love and trust. Life's most meaningful moments often arise from simple, heartfelt interactions with those we care about. When we allow financial ambitions to overshadow these moments, we risk losing sight of the very essence of happiness. Chasing illusions of wealth can lead to emptiness. The allure of wealth often comes with the illusion that it can solve all problems and guarantee happiness. Kofi's experience demonstrates that this is far from true. Material possessions and financial achievements, while satisfying in the short term, do not provide lasting fulfillment. In fact, they can lead to dissatisfaction and a sense of emptiness when pursued blindly or to the exclusion of other values. Kofi's relentless chase after wealth led him to neglect the aspects of life that brought genuine joy and meaning. His story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that the relentless pursuit of riches can create a void in our hearts. True satisfaction comes not from what we acquire, but from who we become and how we impact others. When we chase illusions of wealth, we often overlook the beauty and abundance already present in our lives. Listening to your partner and trusting their wisdom is essential for true happiness. Amina's role in the story highlights the importance of trusting and valuing the perspectives of our loved ones. In relationships, our partners often see things with clarity when we are blinded by our desires or ambitions. Amina's wisdom and steadfastness served as a guiding light for Kofi, reminding him of the importance of grounding himself in values that bring lasting happiness. Listening to your partner goes beyond hearing their words. It involves understanding their perspective and respecting their insights. In Kofi's case, Amina's voice represented reason, love, and a reminder of what truly mattered. Trusting your partner's wisdom fosters deeper intimacy and connection, allowing both individuals to grow together. It also emphasizes the importance of collaboration and mutual respect in navigating life's challenges. Contentment comes from appreciating what you already have. One of the most profound lessons from Kofi's journey is the realization that contentment is a choice, not a destination. In our quest for more wealth, more possessions, more success, we often overlook the abundance that already exists in our lives. Kofi and Amina's decision to return to their simple life underscores the truth that happiness is not found in accumulating more, but in cherishing what we have. Contentment arises from gratitude and a mindful appreciation of the present moment. When we focus on what we lack, we create a sense of scarcity that breeds dissatisfaction. Conversely, when we recognize and celebrate the blessings in our lives, we cultivate a sense of peace and fulfillment. Kofi's transformation shows us that by shifting our perspective and embracing gratitude, we can find happiness and serenity, even in the simplest of circumstances. There is always room for growth and change. Kofi's story is a testament to the human capacity for growth and change. Despite his mistakes and missteps, he found the courage to reflect, learn, and realign his priorities. This illustrates a powerful truth: it is never too late to make amends, change course, and pursue a life that aligns with our core values. Growth requires humility, self-awareness, and a willingness to learn from our experiences. Kofi's decision to return home and embrace the lessons he learned reflects his resilience and commitment to becoming a better person. His journey reminds us that mistakes are not the end but an opportunity for transformation. By acknowledging our shortcomings and taking steps to address them, we can create a brighter, more fulfilling future. Reflections. Kofi's journey is a powerful narrative about the true essence of wealth and happiness. It challenges us to examine our own priorities and consider what truly matters in our lives. Are we chasing material success at the expense of our relationships and personal integrity? Are we listening to the wisdom of those who love us? Are we appreciating the abundance already present in our lives? Ultimately, the story invites us to redefine our understanding of wealth. It encourages us to seek fulfillment in love, trust, and meaningful connections, rather than in material possessions. It reminds us that contentment is a choice and that growth is always possible, no matter where we are in life. By embracing these lessons, we can create a life that is not only rich in possessions but also abundant in joy, love, and purpose.